I have been written off many, many times. I did have a moment where I wanted to give up. When Credit Hero came along, it streamlined everything and it allows you to have access to everything you need right there at a click of a button. I finally got my first few clients to 800, and that has been, oh my God, amazing. My largest check was 13,000 because of the things that I went through in my past, where I came from. This is what people would have deemed impossible.
Hey, Credit Heroes. I am so excited about today's podcast because I get to catch up with an absolute powerhouse in the credit repair world. I'm talking about Patrice English. Patrice has been on the podcast before, but today's episode is extra special because Patrice has officially made it into our Millionaires Club. She's made over $100,000 in Credit Hero Score affiliate commissions. She has a huge social media following, a $1 million credit repair business, and she is here today to give away her best secrets. So please welcome to the podcast, Patrice English. Hey, Patrice.
Yay! Thank you so much, Daniel. I'm so excited to be here again. This is absolutely amazing. Always great to see you. Always great to join in this amazing podcast.
Well, I'm just so glad you're back. And congratulations on the Millionaires Club Award. How does it feel?
Congratulations.
Oh my God. I am super, super excited. I can truly say that I only dreamed of this day. This is like literally a dream come true. This was one of my major goals when I started. When I started out, and to actually be living in that goal right now is absolutely amazing. I can't even explain it.
Well, I'm so excited for you. And I
Yay.
want to hear all about what you've been up to this past year. So let's get into it. Last year, we talked a lot about how you got your start as a credit hero. So today, I want to see where things are at. So since we last spoke, I want to know what has been your biggest moment of, oh, wow, I can't believe this happened.
So I finally got my first few clients to 800.
Wow.
And that has been, oh my God, amazing. To see a client grow from just trusting the process to a astronomical goal of 800, and to literally be able to live in that type of borrowing power. It's just the highest level of empowerment that you can give to a person, so that has been amazing. We were able to reach that goal last year, so I'm super excited about that.
That's amazing. And
Yes.
in a very short time, you've gone from building a business from nothing to
Yes.
scaling it successfully. What's something that surprised you about growing your business so fast that no one told you about?
Ooh, I mean, we could talk about the taxes, but we're not even gonna go there, right? It's the knowledge, it's the intake of intelligence, it's the things that you learn. When things are happening so fast, you literally have to jump in with both hands, both feet. You have to pick up on things. You have to, you're not just carrying yourself anymore. Now you're carrying others. You're carrying the livelihoods of your clients. You're carrying the livelihood of your employees, and things are happening so fast. You really have to increase your capacity and begin to digest information at a very high rate. So the things I've learned along the way have really significantly changed my life, and they have changed the way that I do business forever.
Well, last time we spoke, you had 1,150 clients. Where are you
Mhm.
now?
I do believe we're right there at the 2000 mark,
Wow,
somewhere in there. Yes, 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 yes.
you've nearly
I'm
doubled.
super excited. Yes, I'm super excited about it. Being able to increase the capacity of my business does not just speak to our ability to attract customers. But it speaks to our ability to be able to sustain that volume of customers and to be able to maintain a profitable business, and to be able to maintain a great product that is continuously growing. That speaks volumes about what I've learned along the way. That means I've actually been learning. I've actually been listening, and I've actually been applying. And I think sometimes that's where we miss. We learn, we listen, we hear, we see, but the application portion of it, the execution, is major. So seeing the volume of my customers grow really lets me know that I have really begun to master execution. So
Sounds like it. How big
yes.
is your team today?
I am at 10 full time employees, but we do have a media and web team that we just brought on, where we added four additional temporary employees. That is, they're helping us with our social media. We actually just rebranded. So, they're really helping us to pivot, so we can begin to scale even larger at a larger rate.
That's so awesome. Because now that you've got all the employees and processes in place, you could focus
Yes.
on your social media more and fill your day up
Yes.
with that, right?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. It allows me to be creative, because again, what like we talked about last time, wearing all the hats. Delegation is the absolute secret, to being able to scale. Taking the clutter out of your mind so you can come up with great ideas, so you can come up with you know new scenarios, new information. You have to have the right people in the right places, and you have to have people that have your back. So that's major for us.
Last time we talked, delegation was something you had initially struggled with. What was the exact moment that you realized you just had to let go and trust your team?
At one point, Daniel, I have to be honest with you. I did have a moment where I wanted to give up. And it wasn't because I did not believe in myself. It wasn't because I didn't believe in my product. It was because I wanted to give more and I didn't have it. And if I couldn't give it all, I was okay with settling with giving none. But that still didn't suffice because I felt like if I gave up, who would I be leaving behind? Who would not be able to receive the next level in their life because I didn't go to the places that I needed to go? So at that point, I kind of broke down to my team. And lo and behold, I mean, the outpouring from them, I begin to realize that they were falling in love with this business more than I was.
Wow.
And that was major to me. It let me know that, sometimes we are afraid to take that next step into delegation because we feel like, oh, nobody can do it like me. Nobody's going to take care of this like me. But what we don't realize is God will send people to support you that will take care of things better than you will. So at that point, I knew that I had people that I could trust. I knew that people that had my best interest in mind, and I knew that I had people that wanted to see me succeed and also see the customer succeed.
It's
That's awesome.
incredible. What are the types of tasks that you are commonly delegating to this team of 10?
95% of the customer service, my virtual assistants take care of. There are times that I have to step in depending on the situation. Handling all of the back office requirements, making sure that emails are set up correctly, making sure that onboarding is set up correctly, making sure that the disputes are being operated correctly. The system, Credit Repair Cloud, is literally, I mean, a press of a button, right? But making sure you're adding that layer of expertise, making sure you're having the right people that's viewing the credit reports and all of that good stuff correctly, and you don't have to have your hands in that on a daily basis is major. So those are the type of tasks that I pass on to my employees so I can continue to be the creative front. Like I literally told them that I hired myself as the marketer. I'm the marketer. That's the department that I'm over. And you guys, you handle the rest of the day-to-day operations.
One thing you said in our last interview that I really loved was you said, once I learn, I really pour into learning. And that was certainly true when you started doing credit repair. But what's
Mhm.
something new that you've poured yourself into learning?
So I actually, we've added business funding onto our our products and services,
Nice.
and adding that key point was not really based upon commissions or to be another affiliate or get more money. It was to make sure that I can supply my clients with everything they need when you come in the door, because a lot of these clients are not just changing their credit lives or their credit portfolios just so they can have a good credit score. They want to invest, they want to grow, they want to scale, they want to build businesses, they want to do all of these things. And so it's almost like we fix their credit. And that's great. That is absolutely great. That is a major shift for many people. Um, but for me, I felt as if I was leading them to the door. I was opening the door for them and even walking them through, but then I let their hand go and they have no idea where to go from there. So I wanted to make sure that I'm there completely all the way on the other side. So I've taken the initiative to learn business funding as a business broker, and we've added that portion. We invested in ourselves, and we actually took some of our affiliate commission and poured it back into learning those key points. And that has been absolutely amazing.
Absolutely. Now,
Yes.
I'm curious because I don't know anything about business funding. How do you go about offering business funding? How does that work?
So I hooked up with a great company. In this company, what they do is they teach you the ins and out. They help you to learn the business funding world from a business credit standpoint. They teach you all of the key levels of fundings, whether it's merchant cash advances, whether it is term loans, credit card stacking, all of those different levels they teach you. And then not only do they teach you the levels, but then they hook you up with lenders that can supply that type of funding. They allow you to do courses, classes with these lenders. You're able to sit down and hear the lenders tell you what their requirements are. And then you're given a affiliate back office where you can upload information, send out applications, and find clients that meet those criterias. So what's the great part about it is we know what is expected going in. So this gives us a better direction and a better avenue on how to help our client from day one. So that's a part of our questionnaire. We have a Monday night discovery call where we talk to a lot of our clients, and we know what they need from day one. So we know how to help them to cultivate their credit report in order to receive the funding that they need.
We haven't explored this world, and I'm like, what types of businesses are getting this funding and what are they using it for?
So, well, I just had a absolutely amazing. When I tell you guys, this has been an amazing testimonial. This young lady, she actually has a restaurant. She fell on hard times. She came to us with a 375 credit score, and we were able to increase her score over 200 points. And we were able to get her funded $10,000 through one of our lenders. So they can use that if they go through a merchant cash advance, working capital, if they go through even term loans, they can use that funding for anything that they need within their business. Now we do also offer equipment lending, and that type of lending would require them to purchase some type of equipment, whether it's some type of large equipment for their restaurant, their lawn care service, or if it's a food truck, or maybe it is a semi truck. Maybe they want to add an 18 wheeler. We have different lenders for different types of loans.
Yeah, that's really fascinating stuff. I want to take some time here to really celebrate you getting into the Millionaires Club. So,
Yeah.
congratulations again. Making $1 million with credit repair is huge. What does this award mean to you?
I didn't know the exact route I would need to take to reach this place. I didn't know the ups and downs. I didn't know everything that I needed to know to get to that point at that moment, but I was willing to learn. And that's what I did. I took my time and I began to learn. I began to, I spent a lot of time searching the search box of the CRC group. I mean, that's where the gold is at. People don't realize that's where the gold is at. And reading the testimonials of many people that have received this award before me, and just really taking the time and soaking in all the information that the credit repair community offers, and taking it and applying it. So to actually be receiving this award and to actually have reached this goal is something that I couldn't have ever imagined.
I love it. And I love that you're so active in our community. Now you're the one dropping the gold in there. It's awesome. I love it.
Seems so surreal, so surreal. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it.
But that's how it works. Hey, I'm curious, how did you first learn about Credit Repair Cloud and how has it helped you?
I went through some hardships in my own credit.
Mhm.
And when I was able to repair my credit, I realized how much the people around me needed this. They needed to experience the other side of bad credit. They needed to understand that this was not just your lifestyle. This is not just where the buck stops. And so, I begin to kind of look into it. I'm like, I wonder if, if there's some way that I could offer this as a service. And lo and behold, one day I was on Google and I saw the little ad in the corner of my screen, and I'm like, what is this? And I clicked on that ad, and how Google works, once you click on an ad, it will show up in like your YouTube and stuff like that. So I ended up seeing again, and I said, this has to be a sign. And so I took advantage of the I think it's the 14-day challenge.
Mhm.
And when I joined the 14-day challenge, I was sold. I'm like, this is the answer to all my prayers and to many of the prayers of the people that I know. This is going to change lives. And after that 14 days, I took off and I never looked back.
Amazing.
Yes.
And now, from where you're sitting today,
Mhm.
what's one piece of advice you'd give to someone who wants to do what you've done?
In the recent months, we've had some changes to the way that we're able to display our products. And for me, it wasn't a huge pivot because from day one, we have offered our services in a specific and particular way. So, unfortunately, we aren't able to have those valuable consultations that we've had in previous times up front, to just give the client a know how of what they need and give them the needs and the requirements in order to take on our services. And so for me, I've always been able to offer my services without having that consultation first. And so that has really been a key in my life. But here's the strategy. And if you can get this, I promise you are able to turn this thing in the right way and really go on full head on. For me, I have not offered my credit repair capabilities as a service. I offer it as a product. And the reason why I offer it as a product, because a product is something that is tangible. It's something that you can hold in your hand. So really the proof is in the pudding, right? Because you can see it, you can touch it, you can feel it, right? And so the proof is not necessarily based upon what the client needs to see. The proof is based upon what you believe about your own product. So for me, this is personal. It's personal. This is tangible. It's in my hand. It is something that is life changing. It is something that can significantly turn someone's life around. So, because I believe in my product so much, I can then offer rewards, I can offer sales, I can offer things that will pull people towards my product, and trust that when they are able to purchase that product, that they are going to receive something extraordinary. So that's the piece of advice that I would love to offer, to those that are in the current credit repair cloud community, and to those that are just starting out as well.
I feel like you mentioned a few things of how you attract customers into your business while still
Yes.
being compliant by not providing consultations to clients. I see on your website you have info products and courses and materials you're selling. You also give out a ton of material on social media. Can you walk us through what is your strategy and what works the best to pull in leads with all these different things you're doing?
The key to being able to give my product at a comfortable place is making sure that I have people in front of me that want what I have. And how I'm able to display myself to them in that manner is to show them I am a master of what they need. Offering that professionalism, offering that information, showing them that you know your stuff. People are looking for a way of change. They're looking for a way of success. And so when you are able to be that light for them, people will then build a relationship with you where they're not buying from you because they want to receive something generically in return. They're buying from you because they want to support you, and they trust you, and they trust what you offer, and they trust what you bring to the table. Now, for me, digital products has been a huge a when I tell you a huge change, I mean shift for me. It has been big. It has been major. We are in a digital age. A lot of people sell their digital products as on the front end. But for me, I know what the life changing key is. The life changing key is budgeting and changing your credit. So my digital products are mostly add-ons. They're things that people can add in addition to fixing your credit. Now you can also build your business credit. Now you can become a virtual assistant, you can work from home, you can do everything you want, and it's based to be empowering, to show them that this is not just about changing your credit on paper, but this is about changing your mindset, and this is about changing your life. And you can come to my company and you can get everything you need to do all of that.
That's incredible. You have an incredible following. You've grown to over 200,000 followers on Facebook. You have 21,000 plus followers on TikTok and following on Instagram as well. What have been your secrets in building this social media presence with these thousands of followers or hundreds of thousands of followers that you have today?
Being myself. That has been the major key. Being the outgoing, being the just a ball of fun that I am, just being the country girl that I am, being comfortable with being the extrovert that I am, being around people that are like minded. It has been literally my saving grace, being in the room with people that I'm comfortable with being myself. And that is the key. Be yourself in a world where everyone is trying to be everything else. It is key to just be yourself. And at that point, you will begin to see people that will rally around you because that's what people want. They want real. There's so many things that are going on, in our lives that just don't seem real anymore. And fortunately, I've been able to still maintain who I am and also keep it professional and provide professional services. So that is definitely a key in any industry. It is very easy to get caught up in the lights and follow and go this way, follow and go that way. But it's important to just go your own way and do your own thing.
Incredible. Well, t- touching on your following again, there's a lot of social media influencers out there that have huge followings, that have a huge amount of people connecting with them, but aren't really able to actually convert those people into paying clients that they actually help and can change their lives. Are there any strategies that you're doing with your following to really strategically help these people rather than them just following you?
Well, I usually try not to share anything that I have not experienced. And the reason why I do that, or at least research to um, the fullest scale as possible, because again, your information is going to determine the value of your services and your product. And you don't want to put information out there that you cannot back up. You want to put information out there that's going to actually change and transition someone's life. So what makes information valuable? What makes information valuable is making sure that it works. So if it works, it's you're not going to have to put it out there. People are going to do that for you.
That's really good advice.
You've touched on the importance of posting and getting yourself out there. If you were coaching someone in our community, what would you tell them in terms of what type of content to post, and like how do you come up with ideas?
When I meet a business owner, they will tell me, okay, yes, I have I do a bakery, or I am a chef, or I am a restaurant owner, or I sell insurance, or whatever it is that they do. And then I go on their social media page and I see nothing about that. I only see this is little Tony's mom, and I see you guys at Disney, and maybe you're sharing somebody else that does the same thing that you do. But I don't see anything that pertains to the business that we discussed. So the first thing that you have to do is rebrand yourself. If you are on social media, I should know exactly what services you offer from the moment that I turn on your page. Your page should be a money making, client lead attracting machine. Literally, when people go on your page, when they search in the search bar, I need someone that teaches about taxes. Your name should pop right up on the top list if that's what you want to be known for. Because the crazy thing about social media is you can be whoever you want to be on social media, right? That is what the virtual world offers. So if you're going to be anything that you want to be, why not be the professional that you say you are? Get in front of people, rebrand yourself, professionalize what you do, put the correct information on your page, make sure you get a landing page where people can at least go to where they can see what you offer. That's going to be the first thing that will attract people to your understanding of what they need. Now, once you get the rebrand and you show people, your professionalism, show them how you have mastered what you're talking about. That is the major key. Give them information that is going to help them. Give it to them in your experience, not based upon what a book says, not based upon what ChatGPT says, but give them the information in your experience, because people don't want to just hear words, they want to feel impact. And ChatGPT is not going to give them impact. A book is not going to give them impact, but your experience is going to give them impact. That is what I think about when I'm creating content. That is what I think about when I'm providing information. That is what I think about when I begin to research information, when I'm looking for something to post about, when I'm looking for something to research, to study, to share with my clients and to share with my followers. I'm looking for something that is going to shift their mindset. It has to shock me in order for me to share it. So, impact is the key.
When you're posting on social media, do you just kind of spur of the moment post, or do you have any type of set schedule that you recommend people go through?
So I will be honest with you guys. I'm literally so spontaneous. Like I have such the ADHD when it comes to posting, and my team knows that. Like I will just jump out with something, wake up in the morning like random post. But in the recent months, we have decided that that may not be the best option. So which is why we brought on the media team, the graphics team. So we've started working with Social B to set up automated posts and all of that good stuff. I have so many pages and I really need to advance with all of my social media outlets. I want to be able to share the good news on every outlet possible. So in order to do that, of course, we're going to, we're creating a space that is more organized. Now, what I did do is out of all of the other pages that we want to scale and advance on, I did organize those pages, but we did decide that I would be able to keep one page that I would be able to be random on if I want. Um, so, yes, sometimes I wake up, I have inspiration, and a lot of it has, I will be honest, a lot of it has come from not just my experiences, but now I have thousands of experiences because I have customers that I'm going through this journey with. I have customers that are going through these life changing pivots. I have customers that are coming to me, they're needing all of this great advice. We've added the business coaching, we have groups. I see all different types of scenarios. I've had to be a critical thinker for so many different things. And just like I am a super research junkie. So again, um, some of these things come from personal experience. Some of it comes from research experience. And some of it just comes from the day to day experience with my customers. So, yes, I do have a space where I can just be spontaneous with it. But for any new and up and coming credit repair agent, I definitely suggest get organized from day one.
Another question on social: how do you ensure that you're getting the right audience, and how are you filling it with the right people that really need your service?
Sometimes it is plug and play. Sometimes, and that's the difference between organic and paid, right? Um, Organic has its, obviously, it has all the pluses in the world, right? But it does have some negative sides that you do have to plug and play. You do have to throw some things out there and, see exactly what your customer likes and what they want. But the good thing also about organic is stay in the comments. Now, I'm not telling you to go in the comments and get in your feelings and try to respond to every single comment because everything is not going to always be in your favor. But that is where the customer will put their suggestions, their concerns, their feedback, their needs, their requirements. You're going to get a lot of information from your comments. Um, your news feed, you have to change the way you see things. I don't go in my news feed to be entertained. Now, sometimes I do come across things that are entertaining, but I go in my news feed to research, to check and see what is happening. What are people asking for? What are the needs of people? Now, I do have some other credit repair agents that I follow. I do have some other business coaches that I absolutely love. So I have people that I look up to as well, and I see some of the problems that they're going through. I see some of the things that they are listing, and it drives me to continue to just search and track my customers to see if this is something that they would need to continue fulfilling them. We have now decided to move to some pay ads. So this is a part of our relaunch, and I've gotten really good at the pay ad ads thing at the very beginning. So there's a lot of little key points that I know about the pixels and about, being able to extract audiences and all of that good stuff. So this is where you can really hone in on who you bring in and who's interested in what you have. So you're able to really curate, your audience a little bit better with paid ads. But I definitely suggest researching your organic audience first. I don't care if you don't get any likes. I don't care if you don't get any shares. Continue to put the information out there. I can post a picture in my news feed and I may get 100 likes. I'll post that same picture in my story and I will get 10,000 views. And this means that people are watching. Even when you think they're not watching, even when they're not interacting, they are watching. So don't give up. Keep going. Stay consistent. Once you believe in your product, doesn't matter. You're going to push it anyway. When you know your product changes lives, you're going to make sure that you're getting that information out there. I also heard in the CRC group, and I absolutely love this coach, and he said, done is better than perfect. And that has been important in my life as well because I am a perfectionist. Just get the information out there. Just share the information. So
Yeah, I first heard that from Derek Harper. Done
yes,
is
yes, I absolutely love. I One day I'm gonna be able to tell him how much he inspired me. He was the one that suggested the 100 videos.
oh,
He was
wow.
Yeah. So just hearing those key pieces of information, um, using those to execute what you hear can be major. I'm telling you,
Absolutely.
go in that search box. That's where the real gold is.
And the whole quote is done is better than perfect because perfect is never done.
Yes, that is it. That is it. That is it. And I live by that. I can tell you this, and this is a true testimony. You can go look on my page right now. My highest view video is 3.6 million views. I did that video in my house coat and my reading glasses.
Wow, what's the video about? That's a lot of views.
It is about how to properly use a credit card, it's telling you how to understand the difference between your payment due date and your statement closing date. And it was a simple 1 minute video where I talked about personal experience because at that time I was rubbing two pennies together, and I talked about maxing out my credit cards, how I survive it, how I've overcome it, and how to get through to the next day. I literally had coffee in my hand, I had on my house coat, and I had on my reading glasses. And I was on the fence about posting it, and I posted. I picked up 10,000 followers from that video. I picked up over 100 clients from that video, and that is to this date that is my highest view video.
That's amazing. I love
Yes.
that. I want to talk about automations because I know that's something that you had started to do when we last spoke, and that's a big part of how you were able to scale your business. Can you tell everyone an overview of what types of automations you have in place and what they do for your business?
Well, first and foremost, customer relationship management is the absolute most important piece of automation that you are going to need to have. You are going to need to make sure that you can touch bases with every single person that comes across your website. So we use HubSpot. HubSpot is literally a one-stop shop for customer relationship management. It allows you to manage your social media messages and outlets, your emails, your follow-ups, your customer tracking. It also allows you the ability to train a staff and allow a staff to run all of those different things for you. It also gives you a little leg up as it pertains to customer care by phone, by text, all of those different things that you may need to do once that customer is on board with you. So HubSpot is a huge help for us. It helps us manage all of the customers that we have. The key piece of automation that we have is going to be our connector, which is Zapier. You gotta have those zaps. You gotta have those zaps set up correctly. So pretty much it allows your different systems to talk to each other. It allows them to pick up information from one another. And it just gives you the ability to streamline everything. There is no, I don't think there's any websites or apps that is not a part of Zapier, and I love it. So that gives you the ability to, maybe let's give you an example. So when a customer signs up with us, they can sign up on our website. Now, normally, if someone signs up on your website and they fill out a form, that form information is going to go to that form information is going to go just to your website, right? But we need that form information to broadcast in, we needed to go different places, 3 to 4 different places. We needed to go to Credit Repair Cloud. We needed to go to HubSpot. We need to make sure that it's going to Active Campaign, all of these different places that we're sending these emails, this information. And because we need this information to go to these different places, we use that connector. CRC hooks up great with Zapier. We have so many different things that we can do, so many different zaps that we can offer with Zapier. So that is another product that we use as well. We just started last year for our organizational key piece. We were using Google Drive, which was working great as we started out, but we've recently picked up Trello, and I absolutely love Trello boards. They are so fun. Vibrant, and they're interactive. So they allow us to manage all our customer processes, and it gives the team the ability to work together. And the zaps that they offer helps us to streamline our process as well. And this year, we just switched to ClickFunnels. I want one of those things that is back there behind Keenan. So we plan on picking up one of those. So I want to add one of those with my Millionaire Club award. They just look so wonderful side by side. And so we picked up ClickFunnels. The great thing about ClickFunnels is it does interact with CRC really well. And it also allows us to pull all of our CRM needs into one space. So some changes that are coming, but as a startup, using those zaps is going to be a key need for you as far as scaling and being able to have organizational capacity.
I want to ask about affiliate stuff. What do you think has made you so successful with it? Is there one thing that made the biggest difference?
Definitely volume and being able to, as I talked about before, offering my service as a product. When you're offering the service as a product, you're able to offer in bulk. Also, we take a low ticket route. And it just gives us a safer basis. It just gives us the ability to build a better method of trust with our clients. And when we take a low ticket route, we are able to offer, we're able to get clients in a very large capacity. So as to where someone else would run a sale and maybe they would pick up 10 to 15 clients, when we run sales, most of the time we pick up 2 to 300 clients. And so because we're picking up that volume of clients, of course, we need to be able to offer them any additional services that they need. We need to be able to offer them streamlined and safe as possible, and with the most information that we can receive. We have to take the third party out as much as possible. And that's what Credit Hero has allowed us to do. Literally, we have access to the back office. We can see the reports. We can see their payment information, anything that needs to be changed. If we need to cancel something, that has been like our saving grace. We're literally able to do everything in-house, one-stop shop. And that button that allows us to click right at the top of their profile and go directly to their credit report. That thing is a magic wand, I tell you. And so being able to offer those streamlined service at such a great capacity is literally, I mean, literally major. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Awesome. Now, last time we talked, you were earning around $3,000 a month in Credit Hero Score commissions. Has that grown?
Yeah, we're almost at 7,000 now. So we're in between 6 and 7,000. So we've earned some commission up to 13,000. We've earned commission. My largest check was 13,000. We've earned commission 6,000, 6,500. Up in those numbers. So we've been able to touch lots of revenue through that avenue. Definitely.
I love it. What has earning this extra money from Credit Hero Score, what has it allowed you to do, whether in your business or your personal life, that wouldn't have been possible otherwise?
So, first and foremost, again, investing in the education. That has been major. Not only have I invested in my own education to help us scale and expand, but I have also began to invest in the education of my virtual assistants, and pouring back into my company, and making sure that we have the right information. So, definitely investing in the education of all of the hands that are involved is it has been a major capability.
Before Credit Hero Score, it was a lot of drama with the passwords, wasn't it?
Oh yes, oh my gosh, yes,
But
definitely.
because of the integration,
Yes.
there's no more drama over passwords, is there?
Yes. Nothing worse than trying to check your client's update, and you either have to call them on the phone, disturb their day so they can go in their account and manually reset their credit report. And then you go back in, you have to reset that one, or sitting there watching that dial spin and spin and spin just for it finally to pop up and say wrong credentials. And it was just a lot. And so when Credit Hero came along, this literally offered the ability you, to scale. That's what it was right there for, because it streamlined everything, and it allows you to have access to everything you need right there at a click of a button. So yes, definitely saving grace.
And we keep improving it. And then one of the improvements we made was we increased commissions. Were you able to take advantage of those updates?
So we have not taken advantage of it yet, but we definitely have spoken about taking advantage of it. We have stayed at our standard 19.99, but with these other options, I do believe that we are going to really be able to take some things to the next level. So we have definitely included that in one of our relaunching and our rebranding. So definitely you'll probably hear from us in that reference very soon.
Very, very cool.
Yes.
If a credit repair business owner is not using Credit Hero Score yet, what would
Mhm.
you say they're missing out on?
Oh, you are missing out on so much. If you want to lose hassle, yeah, I definitely suggest that you do everything in house. We have even become bold, and we let our clients know up front this is the only credit monitoring that we accept. And if there is an issue, we have the ability to work with your back office, which is your assistants, your customer service agents that are constantly in contact with us to work out any kinks, any issues, any problems, any bugs. They work right away. They follow up great. You don't have to worry about the middleman. You can actually click on My Company inside of your CRC software, and you can go directly to your back office where you can control all of your clients' information, where you can see your affiliate information, where you can cancel. cancel subscriptions, you can change passwords. You have everything you need. It takes a chunk off of your shoulder. So if you are not using those two products together, you are really cheating yourself out of the ability to ease your mind. So definitely Credit Hero all the way.
What do you say to a client, a new client who doesn't want to pay for credit monitoring?
They really need to readjust their um their thoughts about investing in themselves. Because first and foremost, credit hero credit monitoring is not just about being able to see your scores every month. It's not just about being able to track your relationship with your creditors, but it is also about being protected. You get the fraud protection. I do believe it's up to $1 million, if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken.
Hmm.
You get fraud protection if something happens to you within the time in the process that you are with the company. You have someone that has your back. You're not out there uncovered. So it's not just about having the right information, but it's also about having the right protection as well.
Well, I'd love to know, just with credit monitoring systems, there are a lot of credit monitoring systems out there. Why did you pick Credit Hero Score over all the others that are out there?
Experience. You guys know I'm big on that. So um I can't lie. I was struggling. I was struggling with some of the other systems. The integration was becoming an issue. Some of the kinks were not working themselves out. And unfortunately, it was causing a huge dilemma. It was creating problems that, if I did not need those problems, they needed to go. Now, would I have continued and waiting for those things to be worked out? Of course, because at the end of the day, the assignment is greater than the issue, right? The need and the desire to help these people is big. I don't want to lose myself and helping everybody else. And so sometimes having to fix the issues that you're having with the passwords, the issues that you're having with reports that are missing different key pieces of information. You have to have these certain plans to have these to get certain information. And then the manually, literally having to go in a system and manually update the report in order to get that report to update in CRC is absolutely insane. So it was just too much for me and my team. And so when this came along, I said, okay, well, we're going to give it a try. And we did initially come on and say, okay, we're just going to add this along with the other products that we have, because really that's all we knew. But when we were able to see the difference in how things begin to work, it was a no-brainer. At that point, it was like, yeah, we don't take anything else. So, that has been, again, streamline the access, the information that it provides for the client. Very easy to read interface. Like, everything is set up the way that it needs to be set up. Definitely.
One of our goals here at Credit for Cloud is to give you peace of mind with the tech. That's our goal here. We want you to focus on the business and focus on serving your clients,
Yes.
and let us handle all the complicated tech. And
Yes.
so I'm glad we were really able to do that.
Yes.
I I'd love to circle back on a topic that you brought up around one of the key pillars to your success of scaling your credit repair business. You mentioned that in order to really scale your business, you focus on low ticket sales. I'm curious, what's the price point that you're charging for credit repair, and how is that allowed you to scale your business, where you say you do these promotions and you get hundreds of people to sign up versus maybe someone that's charging higher ticket that might get a couple?
Right. So we charge anywhere between $40 and $100. It just depends on the product and what comes with with the service. Here's what we have been able to do. A lot of business owners don't want to deal with clients that may be in a struggle, but those are the people that really need the help. So we've created the ability for clients that are really struggling in their finances to be able to take advantage of our product and literally change their life. So for a working mother, maybe working for McDonald's, could be currently in school, has two kids, has daycare, single, one income in the household. $100 a month is a lot. $150 a month is a lot. But does that mean that she should not be able to have the ability to get the necessary financial portfolio that she needs to literally change her life? I don't think that she should be excluded from that. And so we are the ones that are willing to deal with that type of client. And many, what I've heard is when you deal with low sales, you actually pull in clients that don't care and will charge back your payments. Well, guess what? Last year, our total chargeback rate was 0.1. Literally, 1% of our sales were charged back. Now, you have to understand this. The reason why many of the credit repair companies or even the industry within itself has received such a bad rep with banks, with lending, with just being acknowledged as a true and viable business is because of the amount of risk factor that it causes when it comes to payment. We've debunked that. We've created a space where within a year, 1% of our sales has been charged back. That's literally takes us out of what we have been deemed as in the financial world as high risk. We are one of the lowest risk companies in our industry right now, and I take pride in that. I take pride in that. I don't like dealing with disputes. They hurt me emotionally. They cause a lot of issues within the reputation of your business. I don't have a lot of clients that leave horrible reviews. I don't have a lot of clients that get under my comments and say all type of crazy things. We do continue to offer money back guarantee. All of those things we give our clients because we are not just attempting to build a client to service relationship, but we are building a trusted relationship. And so for me, that is major.
That's awesome.
With chargebacks in your business being so low, are there any key things you're doing in your business that you believe is really driving that down?
Customer communication, not just tolerating a customer complaint, but understanding it and addressing it. And, if a customer says that they had a certain experience, guess what? I'm going to investigate that experience. I'm going to understand that experience. I'm going to talk to them about that experience. I'm going to try to offer them a better experience. But at the end of the day, I'm going to give them their money back. If I'm not going to keep their money, I'm not going to go back and forth with them because at the end of the day, I cannot dictate the way they view their experience. The only thing that I can do is try to offer them a product that I know that works.
I
I
agree
think
with
we
that
I
one.
think we align with that value too.
Mhm.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It's only right. We're customers and we have bad experiences too, right? So what if someone withheld your money? And you had a bad experience and they said, well, no, you didn't have a bad experience. Um, at the end of the day, we're here to understand. We're not here to tolerate. So
Yeah. I mean, I'll just say from our own experience too, it's if you give refunds freely, and and really service your customers, it's also going to protect your online reputation too.
Yes.
You
You
have
can't
a
say anything bad about me because guess what? What you can say is, hey, I went to her. Things may not have worked out the way I thought they were. And she gave me my money back. End of the story. It doesn't leave a salty taste in the client's mouth. It doesn't leave. I also think about other agents that are coming up. My reputation, people are not just going to talk about my company, but they're going to talk about the reputation of the industry. And it's going to affect not just my success, but the success of others. So I have to be integral about everything I do. I'm big on integrity. And so that is a part of the integrity that I offer as well.
What's the biggest challenge you've faced in your business in this last year, and how'd you overcome it?
Versatility. Every business owner has to know how to pivot. Every business owner has to know when to shift. Just because something is working, that does not mean that it's permanent. Just because your system is operating at a functional rate does not mean that it will be that way forever. The changes that came with the TSR and all of those things, it did not even shake us, did not even shift us. It could have changed us. It could have changed everything, but it didn't. So it constantly reminds me, remind me, evaluate your business. You have to continuously evaluate your business, stay compliant, and be ready to shift at any point, at any time. So, pivoting, even though that sounds great, you know, just imagine driving a you're driving a carnival cruise. Everybody's having a great time. This big ship is on the ocean and you are riding and things are going great. And all of a sudden now you got to turn around. It's wonderful that this ship is big. It can fit a lot of people. It can make a lot of money. But imagine what the captain is doing as he is trying to literally turn this gigantic ship around in the water. And it takes that. It takes that. So difficult, but doable, um, and necessary. So pivoting, rebranding, adding more products, adding more service, or even not so much adding more products because we did the exact opposite. We cut down and got specific about what we want to offer. So even becoming more secure in our identity as a business and who we are and what we stand for and our objective and what we want customers to experience from our company. It's again, it's something to talk about, but it's definitely a whole nother type of experience.
Last time we talked, you
Mhm.
said that this stuck with me. You said that you were in a war against yourself.
Mm.
What did
Ooh.
you mean by that? And are you winning the war against yourself?
I'm winning. I'm winning, I think. Being in a war against myself, the mind if is a battleground. Achieving this level of accomplishment is against all odds for me. Um, because of my history, because of who I am, because of the things that I went through in my past, where I came from. Um, this is what people would have deemed impossible. I have been written off many, many times. I have been counted out so many times. And unfortunately, for those people that counted me out, I survived. And knowing that I could, regardless of what someone said about me, what someone thought about me, I had to realize that at the end of the day, my purpose was greater. And so coming to that realization takes a real mental um, steadfast. None of my family has ever earned $1 million in their business, right? So there was no blueprint, there was no point of reference. So a lot of the trial and error, it causes trauma. I'm used to getting a paycheck every 2 weeks. I was happy in my corporate job. I wanted to climb the corporate ladder. I had no desire to be an entrepreneur. I was forced into this place, right? And so for me, even becoming accustomed to forecasting my income and riding on my faith, that is what has kept me grounded. My faith, that is something that it takes resilience to maintain. I'm telling you, for most of us, we are our own worst enemy. Nobody can tear you down like you can tear yourself down. So, I'm still here. I hit that goal, right? I hit that goal. So that means I have to be winning. I'm not going to get in my way anymore. And so I've come to a place now where I can take more time for myself. Mastering that automation, strengthening, my integrations and streamlining my social media and just pulling myself back further and further. I heard a guy, he's a multimillionaire, he's earned hundreds of $1 millions. And I heard him say the first thing a millionaire will purchase is their time back. And so for me, that is big. We can make money, we can print it, we can do all of those things, but we cannot create more time. And so for me, buying my time back and allowing myself to spend more time in my faith and my growth as a person, as a woman, as a mother is a key point in my life. Definitely.
I love it. Powerful
Yes.
stuff. I
Yeah.
could talk with you all day. But
I
I
know.
think we better wrap up here because,
We'll be here all night, right?
yeah. But a couple little questions. One, are you now teaching the credit repair business to other folks, and are you doing mentoring?
So we just picked up that opportunity. I actually had reached out to one of the admins in CRC so I can get set up with the affiliate program.
Cool.
Yes, yes. I need to add a few more links to my capabilities inside of my affiliate portal. But we just created our emerging millionaires 7-figure credit agent group. And our first masterclass is going to be on the 13th of February. So we are going to begin to offer coaching to up and coming credit repair agents. Not so much in the software arena because you guys cover that. I mean, literally from base to base, but definitely in the target audience, growing your audience, creating your influencer status on social media, selling your product as a product, and just helping them with the questions that they have about advancing, scaling, and the exposure that they need in order to get the clients and the leads. Definitely focus on lead generation and all of those different things that they may need from our experience, because as you can see, like, I have so much information that I have learned. I have so much inside of me, and I think that it would be robbery not to share this with other credit repair cloud community clients, and give them the opportunity to be able to do this in the way that we've done it as well. So yes, if you need to reach out to me, don't hesitate to go on my website. I did include that link and I sent that to Keenan. Go on my website, hit that chat box, and leave us a message. We'll get back to you right away.
And your website is informedconsultant.com, correct?
Yes, you can use that one, or we just rebranded. So you can also use goinformedreloaded.com.
Nice. Well, this was a lot of fun.
Yes, 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 yes. I'm so excited about this. Oh my goodness.
I'm so excited for you, and congratulations on all your success. And for everyone out there who's watching or listening, if you're finding value in the things we share on this podcast, click below to subscribe and follow. Also, give us a 5-star review or share the show and help us to change more lives. If you have a question or a comment, drop it down below because I read each and every one of them. I would love to hear from you, and I'll respond as soon as I can. And if you missed Patrice's first interview, you can check it out here. And if you'd like to improve your credit score and discover how to earn extra income repairing credit for others, check out our brand new Start Repairing Credit Challenge. So sign up right now at startrepairingcredit.com and keep changing lives.